Johnson here with a reply to a message that I got, a YouTube message. You know, sometimes I get messages, I get emails, etc. And I'm going to try and do a reply to this one here. I'm going to read it out. It's from Ustad Z, and the topic is help/inspired/question. It goes on to say, hey, I saw all your videos. I have lots of fat and lots of laziness. I have a nice God-given frame, at least I think so. Thank you for your videos. I'm planning on starting the Insanity program by Sean T. I have limited time and want to make a lifestyle change. Perhaps you should mention on your video the words making a lifestyle change versus the word diet, which is for the most part temporary. I love that. He's not just asked a question, he's told me how to respond to it. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just playing. But love the vids. I hope I can get to my abs in about 3 to 5 months from now. You can. My biggest problem is that I don't feel like doing anything at the end of the day. Any suggestions to waking up early? Z. Alright, there's a few questions in there. I'm going to try to answer them as best I can. First of all, good God-given frame. I know about that because I got one myself. It's fantastic, isn't it? Nothing like genetics to inspire you. Insanity by Sean T. Now, how do I feel on these programs? Insanity is a lot of moving about, a lot of jumping up and down, a lot of making you feel tired, and a whole heap of cardio, which I think is fantastic when you start out. Because when you start out, if you're someone that doesn't work out at all, you are going to be really unhealthy. And that shock to the system of all that cardio will do two things. One of them good, one of them maybe not so good. The first thing it will do is going to improve your cardiovascular fitness, which will help every aspect of your life. You'll run for the bus and feel great. You'll feel healthier. You'll wake up and feel brighter and more ready for the day. You'll feel less sluggish. You will lose fat. It'll all be good. And it will also translate to helping in your lifts, because people don't realize it, but your lifts, your cardiovascular system, you know, determines how much energy you have in your body to put out a lift. It's not as, you know, required for, say, like a bicep curl, but let's say you're doing squats, you're going to get crazy tired. If your cardio is bad, it's going to affect them, make you do less squats, make you have less time and attention, less muscle growth, which in turn will have an effect on your basal metabolic rate, which will make you fatter than you may have otherwise been. Anyway, that's that. So yes, they're great for that. However, the second thing that they do is they're really hard. And it may sound like a bit of a, oh man, you coward. They're just really hard. They're really tiring. And when you start working out, you have this kind of a, I'm going to work out, I'm going to be strong, I'm going to do it. And you're like, you go for your first session, it's really horrible. And it's like, oh, it's tiring, but I loved it. It was fantastic. But then after a while, it's like, oh, you got to get home and you're like, oh man, I'm going to have to do that insanity thing. It's horrible. Like, some people enjoy it, but, you know, generally, me, definitely, no, I couldn't do that. That's too much effort, man. You know, I want to die every night. I get home, die on that thing. So, you know, anyway, that's my view on those insanity programs. You know, anything that makes you move more than you otherwise may have been moving, that is a good program in my eyes. I personally don't use it, and I've never used one of those, you know, video cardio type aerobic calisthenics type things. It's not really my bag. I like to lift, and if I'm going to do cardio, I keep it low intensity at the moment, and I do it on my own. I just cycle. It may work for you, may be fantastic for you, but if you find it's putting you off, then it is bad for you, because you should be doing it. Hopefully that helps on that. In terms of making a life change versus a diet, yes, that is key. You are not going on a diet. You are completely changing and revamping the way that you eat. It is not temporary. There's going to be foods that you've thrown. You're going to have cheat days and cheat meals, and you know it's not going to be the last time in your life you ever have a pizza. That's not what I'm saying. Anyone that sees my videos knows that, you know, sometimes I can destroy a pizza. But you have to understand that it's not a 6-month diet and then after that you go back to eating crap. It's changing the way you think about food and realizing that a lot of the food that you eat is rubbish. It's overly processed, sugary things, fatty things that's trying to trick you into thinking and feeling better by overloading your sensory system with tastes and smells that were originally designed in your evolution to make you know where good sources of nutrition were, but are now being utilized, bastardized, and completely abused to make you feel better in yourself by eating things that are detrimental to your health. That's my conspiracy theory rant thing over. Basically, avoid thinking about it as a diet. Think about it as a lifestyle change. Like, my life has been lived this way up to now, I'm changing it. Make it a little bit different. He says he hopes to get his six-pack in 3 to 5 months from now. You will, if you keep doing what I say. You will, you'll be fine. In terms of working out at the end of the day, and any suggestions for waking up early, go to bed earlier. Start training. If you set a clock and you make sure you wake up at that time and you work out and you force yourself to do it for a few days, your body clock will shift, you'll get used to it, you'll go to bed earlier because you won't be able to stay up. There's nothing good to stay up for. We're not children. I know it's fun to stay up late when you're like 6 years old, but we're adults now. There's nothing cool happening at midnight. It's just darkness. So just go to sleep, build your muscle, burn your fat, and wake up early in the morning, set an alarm clock, and just wake up. I don't know what else I can tell you on that topic. Hopefully I covered every single question there. Yeah, that's the world's greatest reply. Yeah. BrandonJohnson@gmail.com. If you have any questions, theories, or suggestions, let me know. Keep sending these messages in. I love to get them. Thank you for sending that one in, Ustad Z. And, sorry, I do apologise. Like the video, like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe. Peace out.